Now, even the 12-year-old and the gentleman, who I don't even know his name, who crashed my birthday party when I was 19, right? Even that, right? Right. I don't know what to do with those people when they showed up to my party and me and Joey were just there by ourselves, basically, But even then, you know, they came to the party and no one was really there, so I let them stay, right? Right. Well, the next thing I know, when I'm trying to go to sleep, they're in my bed, the girl and me. And she's 12. What the hell am I supposed to do about it? I'm not judging her. Right. She even came down there to me after we, started coming in the bedroom to go to sleep. And I don't know what to do with her. So I start licking her, kissing her, or whatever, sucking her boobs a little bit, right? Then I'm like, well, what's this girl doing? And then I try to put it in, but she says that's not it, so I stop. I said, well, okay. I don't know what I'm doing, right? And I stopped, right? Like I said, right? I didn't go to the sex part, right? I'm confused, but I don't know what to do, right? What's going on, right? What's her plan, right? What is she doing? Fucking everybody tonight, right? Me, the gentleman and Joey, right? But that's okay, right? I'm not judging her. I just don't feel comfortable there, right? Like I told you about that situation, right? Now, if I don't remember something, like I told you, you're making me make it up in the first place, right? I don't even know if Daphne had the door open or closed before or after, or if the girl came in there at all, right? And would have to wake me up in the living room, right? Because she would also have to walk from my ex-wife's bedroom into the living room and wait till I woke up. Or something, or wake me up herself. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? Does not compete with real pedophilia either, right? Children do not approach the parent for sex. They don't know how to yet. Even if they do, I would know someone showed her that and ask her who first. If she did, right? Now, if she says grandma, though, does that mean grandma showed her that, or she's confused someone else showed her it? But it could even have been a male showed her that to do that. I don't know. Myself, if it even happened, right? Only Daphne might have a better memory, right, herself, or the girl herself, right? Though the girl's 4. Like I told you before, I barely remember me at 4. I only remember very few details. Like I told you before. Remember kind of taking a shower with my mom. That kind of stuck out for some reason. I remember the cat, and I remember, again, right, the Dracula movie in 73. Whichever one was on TV at the time. Whatever station it was on in Georgia at the time. I don't even know the fucking details, right, at all. But it was sometime, whenever it was aired on the TV, because we didn't have cable, between 1973 and 74. I was around 3 or 4 myself, right? And I barely remember that. So I want you to give them these videos. Tell them I don't know what the hell you're talking about every time you try to bring it up, right? Please, tell them, right? Everything you're doing goes against what a real pedophile would do with a child anyway, right? Like I told you before. How do I know? SVU. The real pedophiles sneak out the bed when the mom's asleep, right? I couldn't do that with you. You were sleeping with your mom. Unless your mom's trying to entrap me, that's why she's lying. Now, the liar ain't the one who don't remember what happened. It's the one who does, right? Whoever remembers what happened and is denying it's their responsibility over me, right, is crazy, right? And the only person that could really be that night is the mom, right? Trying to make her daughter wake me up when I'm asleep, right? Would you do that if you know your husband is schizophrenic anyway? Would you, ladies? No. No. Not because I would have sex with her or not, because I wouldn't know what the hell was going on, right? And it's not that I would do something sexual with her or not, right? Like I said, I have a sister who I helped raise. You can't change that, right? But the real pedophile, if it's my ex-wife, wouldn't admit it, right? She's lying to cover how she knows, right? If it's her, right? You see what I mean there? Right? If she let the daughter wake me up, I'm not guilty of trying to be with the daughter, right? Myself. I'm not seeking to be with her or my ex-wife, see? Right? I'm on the couch. I'm asleep, right? If I turn off the TV and go right to sleep, I can do that, right? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. It depends on it's up to you. But if I felt comfortable, like I was okay, I would just go right to sleep, right? Right. No reason not to, right? I've been doing it all week until Thursday when I met the girl for the first time. Right? I don't even remember what we had for dinner. But I'm sure Daphne cooked us dinner. Or something. I don't know what it was. Stuff like that, right? Because again, you get off work, you go home, you eat dinner with your wife and her daughter, right? And then you go to sleep. Or you watch TV, right? Or they go to the bedroom, right? Together, right? Does that sound complicated? But if you're calling me a pedophile, that's complicated, right? You're complicated the simplicity of the real situation. And I don't know if this is someone on base either, because the blackout started because I was knocked out of my room, right? If I'm knocked out of my room, even if I called Pastor Thomas for a t-shirt, I can't leave the base, right? Because I'm trying to get some clothes on. I told you I only had on a pair of dungarees that night, right? That's all I remember too, right? Because you got to walk down to the goddamn bathroom area, right? In the Navy. See, the whole floor has a bathroom area, right? You got to walk down to it, and either you're partially dressed, and they got towels in there. I forgot all the details, but they got towels in there so you can take a shower, right? Or they assign you towels. That's what they're supposed to do, right? And you shower. Two, right, down the hall. That I remember. Right. I remember how I got on the roof. Right. But I don't remember touching my stepmother. I don't remember her coming in there waking me up. Right. Because when you're making me make up a story because you remember something I don't, Daphne, if it is you, because, like I said, you have the better memory than someone who fell 3 stories 3 days later, right? Now, you're also the last person I could call to get a t-shirt. That's all I would call because I still can't get off base, right? And that's only if I, again, can't get the guys to give me a t-shirt. Why wouldn't they do that, right? I mean, ain't that kind of cruel if the person's locked out the room and they have to sleep in the lounge? Right? Which is the only other thing you can do if you can't get into the room and sleep in the lounge or stay in the lounge all night, right? And there are 3 lounges per floor. It's called the rec area. You have a place where people can kind of hang out or something, right? And there was a plan in place in case I couldn't get into the room. Two, which would be to stay in the damn lounge all night long. And try to sleep in there, right? Which I've done things like that before too, right? In the Navy, before the Navy, and right? And, I even slept in my car a few times. You ever do that? Right. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Right. I even had the car towed because I left it parked too long in the parking area that was, you know, a towing zone after a certain time, right? Right, right. Now this is real life. Right? This ain't Hollywood bullshit. This ain't made up fantasy life or sci-fi stuff or right. Or made up religious stuff even, right? But if you're thinking of Seth and Horus trying to rape Horus to make him the woman, where did that idea come from in the first place? The fall. Satan sounds like Seth, don't he, right? He's trying to feed Adam his fruit, his seed, right? And teach him the knowledge of good and evil. And make him his puppy dog bitch, right? That's what he's after, you mean, dummy. Dummy, the woman. Yeah. Why do you think Mother said it was an abomination for that, right? And what he means is how Satan did it to Adam too. I mean, it wasn't love, it wasn't care, it wasn't about a relationship with a man. It was about one thing, hurting him humbly and making him ashamed to be a man. Yeah. In that sense, Set is the evildoer and Horus the good doer. But Horus still shouldn't have, jacked off on his lettuce leaves and shit like that. That's crazy too. Both are wrong. You understand what I mean? That don't make you to be raped and effeminate, right? It's not your choice if you're raped into it either, right? You're saying no, right? A rapist is the only person who won't give you a choice if you're gay or not, right? By the way, they want to have sex with you no matter what you say if you say no, right? That means to them they're not hearing the no even though you said it and are zoning you out like the devil did with Adam, right? Because trust me, up until he started, Adam was innocent and didn't know what was going to happen until it happened, right? But once it happened, and Eve saw how Satan did Adam, they both became ashamed. And knew they were naked. Right. This is the not written down part of the story, by the way. It fits the story too, right? It's the fruit of the body of Satan they were to eat of, just like the woman sitting in the shadow of the man. It's his fruit is the sweet to her taste, right? What's she saying? His penis, right? The penis is the seed shooter, the fruit of the male, right? That's what God's telling Adam not to do with him. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't eat of his fruit. And you don't want to see it. Now, that's not said to the woman, and that's not said to the man to feed her his fruit. It's don't eat of his fruit. Don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil's fruit. And that ain't an apple or nut. It's the penile that Eve thought was the serpent. Think about it. His anaconda don't want none of that. You got bones on. You got an anaconda there, right? In Eden. Around the fig tree. In the limbs of the fig tree. talking to her. And where is Satan sitting behind it? Behind it, there he is. The voice and Satan. The voice is talking to Adam and Eve and warning them about this idea Satan has, right? To feed them his fruit. Both. Even taking Adam's fruit into his own body. And that's what you can't see. Ain't it? The knowledge of good and evil means he used something good and evil to Adam, right? That once he did it, Adam agreed he should die for eating of it. he had never thought of it, right? Afterwards. Ain't that the way the devil does things? Ain't that the deal with the devil? He gave Adam 2 holes for his one. 2 for oneself. And that's a sale, I know. He's showing him it would feel good for him to be in both of him. So it was like with Eve already. And did the same with Eve, I know. Got both her holes. Though she was on top, and then he probably did her from behind, right? But got her behind, right? He did the butt. Ow! Sexy. Not the front. She probably did it first the front way, right? But then he got her in the butt way, right? But was gentle with her. Slowly with her. Not to hurt her. Right? But with him, he was rough. He held him down. He wouldn't say no, right? Even if it was hurting his butt. And it was hurting the butt. His first time. His only time. Two. Why is Cain crouching at the door? What does that mean? What door is he crouching at? Why is he upset that Abel's sacrifice is accepted and his is not, right? What is in his life, right? That he's not giving his whole heart to God, right? Is perhaps his own now good and evil dad Adam, right? Raising Cain, right? You know what I mean? raising Cain. As if Cain is not his, but Satan's, right? And what did he do to Cain, right? That the sin is crouching at the door. And what is Cain wanting to do to Abel? Besides murder him, right? That he slays his brother over it, right? To keep the secret, right?